Yeah, we're gonna do a
Pregnancy is so
countdown
crazy.
like it's
New Year's Eve
Eve.
all over again. Ready?
Okay, ready? Do not shoot at humans or animals. Okay.
3.
Remove cap before.
It's
Okay.
already removed. 3, 2,
No, start 5.
5, 4, 3,
No.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
What's up, guys? Welcome to the Warner House, brought to you by 33rd Team. We are here on New Year's Day. We are so excited to have a fresh new year, even though Fred doesn't believe in New Year's.
No.
No?
I believe in New Year's.
Okay.
It's just the whole resolution thing. I'm more of like and like I said before, we can sit here and go through it over again if you'd like.
Okay.
I am just resolutions don't work for me. That's all I'm saying.
I get it. But it is a new year, so we're gonna celebrate, the first day of 365
of 2024.
It's fresh. It's nice.
Fresh
It's good.
new year, new
It's
resolutions.
Good. Yeah. So we've had a really, really good day today. I didn't know, and Fred also didn't know, this might be really stupid, but whatever, that I just thought New Year's Eve was kind of the big holiday. I didn't know that New Year's Day, everything was closed, nobody went to work, all of those things. I didn't know that, and you didn't know that either.
I didn't know that either, yeah. You told me that.
I told you that today when I found out.
Yeah.
Because I didn't know either until this afternoon.
Right.
When I was like, oh, I can't do any of my stuff I need to do today because today's not.
There was nobody on the road driving canceled. On the freeway. Like it was completely dead. I guess everybody's recuperating or
this
recovering. This
is what happens. You go out and you
from
drink
the night before.
and you get blackout, and then today they cancel everything because everyone doesn't feel good.
Wow. Blacked.
Yeah. So.
But yeah, let's ring in the new year right, of course, with none other than the Warner House.
I know.
It's a big one today.
Today we have a really, really crazy episode.
We got some goodies here.
We've got the gender of our child coming up later on. Whoa. And we're going to talk about the incredible win. What was it? 49ers defeat Commanders 27-10 on the road. New Year's Eve.
Thank the Lord.
So we got a lot to talk about, a lot to celebrate, and a lot to be thankful for.
A lot has happened in the last 24 hours, to say the least.
Well, lots happened since last time we talked to the pod. A lot's happened.
Like what?
It's just been I feel like it's just been like a long week.
It was a long but a short week as well, because well, okay, we did the pod after obviously the Ravens game. That didn't go how we wanted it.
Yeah.
Then it's a short week, having to get ready quick for the Commanders game. I mean, we're on the road cross country. We leave on a Friday, and I mean, we had to get back on track. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like last time we lost a game, or I guess that first loss we had of the season, what happened? We let it trickle over into a 3-game losing streak.
Yeah.
So this time around, we're like, we lost one game, that's over with. Let's make sure that we bounce back this week and take care of business, because we knew that if we won our 2 remaining last games, that we secure the 1 seed. Mm-hmm. And so we knew the importance of this game, regardless of the opponent. We had to go into somebody else's house and make sure we took it over. Mm-hmm. And, it wasn't the prettiest of games either, but at the end of the day, we got the job done. And then, boom, we get done with the game, and we're finding out that the Eagles are down at home against the Cardinals.
I saw that video that someone had posted, and it was like Debo and Brock or something, and somebody else, and then they walked away, and then it was you, and you were like shocked.
Oh my God!
You did not think that was gonna happen, huh?
I mean, I know the Cardinals have a lot of really good players, and so when I saw that on the schedule, and I saw because everybody's talking about scenarios before the game of like what it would take in order for us to secure the 1 seed this week, and I'm like, all right, it's a little far fetched. Like it's the Lions having to lose to the Cowboys, and then the Eagles having to lose to the Cardinals.
Did the Lions lose to the Cowboys?
They lost to the Cowboys. On the very last play of the game.
Okay, so I didn't know that two things had
happened. But the one other thing happened on Saturday.
Oh.
but the night before our game.
Oh.
So guys were staying up, I'm sure, watching that game. I didn't stay up. I was like,
Yeah,
hey,
you didn't. I'm like, why didn't you tell me this?
I didn't want to stay up. I was like, I need to get ready. I have a big game
Oh.
ahead of me that I need to
Well.
prepare for. But I saw the beginning of that Cowboys Lions game and saw that it was kind of just like a close matchup, and that CeeDee Lamb was like going off. He had like a bunch of yards with only 3 catches.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, I go to sleep and then I wake up and I saw what had happened. I'm like, oh wow, the Lions lost on like the last play of the game, 2 point conversion, got called back like twice, and then because of some weird thing, like because they did a trick play where they threw the ball to an offensive lineman,
Mm-hmm.
and in order for that to happen, the offensive lineman has to go to the ref and report, it's called report as an eligible, because you're not allowed
Mm-hmm.
to throw to offensive linemen unless they're eligible, which you
Okay.
have to report that. So anyway, it's this weird thing. And they were saying that they brought 2 linemen in the game. One reported eligible, the other didn't, and then they threw the ball to the one that didn't report. And so they called it illegal touching, which means you can't touch the
How do
football.
you report?
You literally just walk up to the ref and do this reporting.
Oh my gosh, it was just going too fast. They
But
forgot.
they had on camera the guy before the play going up to the ref and saying he reported and then
Mm.
walking away, but the ref didn't really like acknowledge him.
Well, I'm not complaining. You know?
Yeah, so it was a crazy little situation that happened, and I'm like, okay, well, Dallas won.
Mm.
That's one out of the 2 that we needed to happen. Obviously, the third is us winning our game. So I'm like, none of
Yeah.
that even matters if we don't win our game.
Yeah.
So I'm like, all of that was the least of my worries. I'm just trying to. Well, I wasn't worried, but like I'm trying to like focus in on what we need to do.
Okay. We
So
understand. You were focused on the game and you weren't focused on the other 2 games, but we still needed that to happen. So it's okay to say, yeah, we needed that to happen.
needed what to happen,
Them to lose.
and we didn't. We didn't need that to happen. It would have
Well,
been.
it'd be
It would be
great
not. It'd be great.
because
It'd
you
be
don't have so
nice.
much still on your back going into
Put it all.
Sunday.
Put it all on there.
All right.
Put it all on
You
there.
just are a lot.
Listen, it was great. It was amazing.
Okay.
Such a whoo, man. Playing right back,
You look pretty
amazing.
happy in the video. All right.
Oh, we was happy because just understand this. Back in 2019,
Mm-hmm.
we went to the Super Bowl. We secured the 1 seed that year. Not up only until the very last play of the very last game.
Oh, wow.
We had to go into Seattle. We hadn't even secured the division yet. You know how we secured the division like in
Right.
Arizona like weeks back?
Yeah.
We hadn't even done that. If we lose that game in Seattle on week whatever it was, the last
Mm-hmm.
game of the week,
Mm-hmm.
last game of the year,
Mm-hmm.
we lose that game. Seattle wins the division. Seattle, I don't know if they were they would have been the 1 seed or if they would have been something else, but we wouldn't have had the 1 seed.
Mm-hmm.
We would have been the 5 seed
Mm-hmm.
because we would have lost our division. But instead, Dre Greenlaw, goal line, 1 seed, win the division.
Mm-hmm.
Everything's glorious. Go on to play in the Super Bowl, lose the Super Bowl. Yeah. All right, we lost. Get over it. So that's why this time around it's like, whoa, the fact that we secured the 1 seed with a game left to play, that's a big deal.
Yeah.
Because yeah, it's less stress, but we still got to go out and play one more game
Totally.
against the division rival.
Yeah. But it's a little bit of a less stress.
Not even a little. It's a lot less.
Okay. I didn't know what you were going to say, so I wanted to like.
Woo!
Okay. Well, good. I'm so happy. Like that. Your mom's actually texting me, telling me because like I don't know all the, and you don't tell me all the little. I didn't even know the Dallas had to win and da da da.
To be honest, I figured these things out probably the same amount of time that you would.
Well, you know how your mom is. She knows
like
like every single thing.
She's on Twitter. She's on Instagram. She's probably on TikTok, NFL.
So she was texting me afterwards, like telling me like what this actually means, and I was like, "Whoa, like that? Okay, like that's huge,
big deal."
Yeah, because you know what? I was so busy. What was that? Sunday? It was yesterday.
Yesterday was Sunday.
Yeah, yesterday I had like a lot of things I had to get done in the morning, really early.
You didn't really watch our game.
Can I finish?
Oh, sorry, I was just gonna.
Okay. I watched the first half and then I was like, okay, like I waited so long, like people are waiting for me.
Mm-hmm.
So then I got in my car and I like Googled like what radio station the game's on. So
Mm-hmm.
while I was doing my errands, I listened to it on the radio and it was really nice. It was really
Oh,
nice.
wow.
It challenges my mind
Because you have to
because
really pay
I've got to
attention.
really pay attention and it really does. It makes me learn the game more.
Okay.
And I'm like kind of like a old soul
Mm-hmm.
anyways. So I just felt nice.
Like 1995 again.
100%.
Wow.
100%. So yeah, that was nice. I listened to the second half on the radio and I loved it.
That's amazing, baby.
But then I was like, wait, what if something like happens? But they would say it like with you.
Mm-hmm. This is off script, but these chairs are new, by the way, and they're a little different. I feel like I'm about to fall asleep since I'm so low in my chair.
You remember my story? You want to talk
No, I love
about?
your story. I just wanted to. I was literally gripping the handles. I'm like, wow, these are new chairs. This is the
Yeah.
first time we're sitting in these chairs,
Do you
so
like them?
I love them.
Good. Well,
But yeah, so okay, you didn't watch the second half of the game.
oh my gosh.
But no, you still listened. You still listened?
I listened to the game, Fred.
Yeah, I know. And we secured that win. We got it done.
Yeah.
And people, always saying, "Oh, of course you should have won." Blah, blah, blah. That's not how the league works. You got to go in. You got to earn it every single time. So,
How was that Washington? Oh, being like in Washington, and I've never been there.
it was good. I was actually shocked it wasn't colder.
Mm.
I'm shocked it wasn't cold. I'm thinking it's January or right there. It was December 31st. I'm thinking it's supposed to be like 20 degrees out there.
Where's the stadium? Like, is it in like the city? Is it?
I don't even know for real.
How far
We
away?
stayed in Maryland.
Oh,
I don't know if like there's state borderlines or something from like
wait, don't mess yourself up
I'm
because
gonna.
those little state are really confusing.
I'm not
And
even gonna get
something
into
is
it.
like a district and something's a state. I
I ain't even
don't.
gonna get into it because I feel like I'm gonna hurt somebody's feelings since I don't know the map and everything. So
It gets real hairy over there.
um so yeah, I was actually shocked it wasn't colder. I think it was like a cool little 50.
It looked nice. It looked like a pretty beautiful day. It
Cool
was a
little 50
morning
ball.
game, stunning.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of that, Fred did get home. I know people were like DMing me like, "Oh my gosh, like, give me a lawn New Year's Eve," and I was like, "No." The game was so early in the day
Mm-hmm.
that Fred ended up getting home at like 10:30.
Yeah.
I was already cuddled up in bed, ready to go to sleep. And Fred came home and he's like, "What's everybody doing?" I'm like, "We're
Literally.
in
I'm
bed."
expecting people to be on the couch
No.
watching the countdown. Literally the whole house is pitch black.
Shut down.
The dogs are put to
Dogs are
bed.
put away. Like,
Yeah.
so then he wanted to get up a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So we got up. We had a celebratory slice of pizza. Made a kiss. And it was beautiful.
Made a kiss. That's
What?
great. Made a kiss.
Had a kiss, yeah, a New Year's kiss.
Of course.
So yeah, that's how we do it in the Warner house for New Year's Eve. We're not New Year's Eve type of folks. Even if I wasn't pregnant, I highly anticipate that we would have done the exact same thing, to be honest.
Yep.
So, yeah.
Okay, so more about the game. Defense allowed 10 points. We had 2 interceptions, a sack, and am I missing one other stat? I think that's it. 2 interceptions, sack, and it was decent. It was a decent outing. I feel like we could have maybe shut them out, but we let them get one on us. We'll clean it up. Look at the film, clean it up, and get ready for this week. Offensively, it was great to see Brock back in form, out there dipping and dodging. Get off me. Has he moved? BA, hey, go that way. Boom, bomb. Just doing his thing, man. It's just fun. It's really fun to watch. So yeah, after listening to the game on the radio, who would you say is the players of the week from what you heard? If you had to choose,
because we didn't do that last week because we lost.
right? We don't pick players of the game for losing.
100%. So,
Come on, you were listening.
Defensively,
Yep.
Mooney.
Okay. I thought you were gonna say me.
No.
That's all right. I didn't do those. I didn't have any splash plays,
You
so it
did
makes
great,
sense.
babe.
No, I didn't have any splash plays.
But your boy Mooney, he had a great game.
He showed it.
Mooney defensively, and then offensively.
You probably want to just
No,
pick
no, no,
Debo just
no, no,
because.
no, no. It's not Debo today.
Okay, not
It's
Debo
not
today.
Debo today. Today it's gonna be Brock Purdy.
Okay.
Yeah, because he
Okay.
showed up. He, got that nasty
Yup.
off of him from the week
Mm-hmm.
prior, and he
Mm-hmm.
did great.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
Two
and he
great
broke
picks.
that record.
Broke the record.
Yeah.
Look at you.
Yeah.
Who are you?
I'm learning on the radio.
He broke the franchise record for most passing yards in a season, and it's legit because some people they knock different records that are broken by season now because we have an extra game on the schedule compared to when folks
yeah.
back in the day they break a record and they had one less game.
Yeah.
He did it in the same amount of games as everybody
That's
else had.
awesome.
So that's really cool, especially with the amount of elite Hall of Fame quarterbacks
Speaking
that
of
have
breaking
played in
records,
this franchise.
I want to speak it into existence that you're going to break the interception record. And you're going to get an interception this game.
Wow.
You are.
Let's speak it.
We have to.
Let's speak it.
We're going to knock on wood.
Okay, knock on wood.
Got
Good.
some salt. I throw it.
Okay.
It has to happen. It has to happen.
Okay, this is the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this game is actually has a couple of important facts in terms of statistics for me. Okay. So I need one more interception to be to have the most interceptions by a non-defensive back in 49er history.
Yes.
I'm tied right now.
Yes.
And then my career high for tackles is 137, which I accomplished in 2021. And this year I'm at 130.
Wait,
currently.
Start over.
My career high,
yes,
like the most tackles I've ever had in a season,
correct,
was in 2021.
And it was
137.
And where are you at right now?
130.
Oh my gosh, yeah, you're gonna do that this game.
Hey, well, somebody's got to go out there and make the tackles.
So you have to do 8.
I got to get at least 8.
Right. 8 tackles and just 1 interception. That's it.
8
don't
tackles
put anything else on the. Just don't put anything else on the list.
She hates it when
Fred always. Let me just give you a little fact about Fred.
Go ahead.
Before every single game, Fred gives himself a checklist of the things that he has to do. And when he first started giving me this checklist, I'm just like, okay, let's just be like, he would just say, which was great.
Go ahead, tell him an example of a game.
Oh my gosh. 3 interceptions, 2 forced fumbles.
No. What's my favorite thing to say? Do you? It's kind of putting you on the spot.
Pick 6?
No, it's like a term. Like I'm gonna have a. Starts with a T.
Trifecta.
The trifecta.
Okay, what's the trifecta?
The trifecta can be anything. All right, it could be interception, fumble, sack.
But it has to be 3 things. 3
different things. 3 big plays.
And I feel like that's just too much to put on yourself. Whenever he does this, it doesn't go it never doesn't go well. But it's just like I'm just like I feel like let's have more reachable, more realistic things. And I think 8 tackles and 1 interception for you is like a walk in the park.
Okay.
Cakewalk.
Yeah. But why would I want to aim for cakewalks? When I know you just said that's yeah. Let's hear that one. Would
you rather succeed at your cakewalk than completely fail at some redonkulous goal?
Boom.
You rather
just
fail?
Hit it on the head.
You rather fail?
Hit that thing on the noggin right there. And we could really go into depth on that one if you wanted. Like I give a whole TED talk on that.
Okay.
Listen, people, set your goals high. Set them so high that they seem so crazy to
I'm not
to
saying
some
don't
folks.
set your goals.
Hey.
High.
Listen, can I give my little spiel? I want to preach a little bit.
Go ahead.
Set them things so high that some people may even think you're crazy. But you know what? You put your head down. You have belief in yourself that you can attain these things, and one day you can achieve them. And that's all I got to say about that. The trifecta thing I've been saying for years. I'd never done it, but every game I said I was going to do it, and then this year it finally happened in the biggest moment.
Yeah.
Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah.
On prime time.
Listen, I think you can do whatever you set your mind to. You know that.
Thank you, honey.
And I push you, and I know who you are. I know what you're capable of.
Okay. Then which one is it, honey? Which one are you saying?
I don't know how to explain it without it sounding like, why wouldn't you want him to try?
I know. Listen, baby, they understand your side of it. They do. I promise you. The fans ain't going. They
Don't do
not gonna
it.
do you in.
Don't do
They
it.
not
That's
gonna do
not
you.
what I'm worried
They
about.
not gonna do you
No,
crazy,
that's not
baby.
what I'm worried about. I'm just worried about you understanding me.
You just don't want me to be disappointed after the game. That's all.
100%.
You love me. You
I
care
like you. I
about. You
like you
care
to
about
set
my feelings.
standards that we know that we can achieve, rather than like that's like me going outside right now and saying I'm gonna run 6 miles and not stop.
So like my goal before the
I
season should
can't do
be,
that.
you know what? I want to win 5 games this season
No.
because I know that's
Are you
attainable.
crazy?
What?
That's way too low.
That's too low?
Now
Then
you're
tell me.
being ridiculous.
Okay.
You're being
We'll get off it.
ridiculous.
We'll get off it. Before it turns into something.
Oh my god.
Okay. I don't even know how we got into that.
But we got into that by saying your like stats, what you're
Oh yeah, going
want to
into this
achieve
game.
before this next game. This game's the last regular season game.
Right. And so this segues perfectly into, I'm sure the fans are all wondering like, oh, how are they going to handle this game? Oh, they didn't know that they were going to be the 1 seed. Everybody's thinking that we had to win this last game in order to become the 1 seed. So now there's nothing to really play for out. Whoa, slow your horses.
Mm-hmm.
Slow them horses. I mean, and I don't know what the exact plan is yet because my head coach hasn't told the team. And even if he had, I'm pretty sure I wouldn't disclose it on a damn podcast. Excuse my language.
Fred.
Sorry, on a darn podcast. But yeah, I'm if I had to guess, I'm pretty sure everybody's playing.
And
first of all,
if they're physically able.
First of all, yeah, they're physically able, of course. Is Kobe chewing on the wire?
Yeah.
Kobe, stop. First of all, I'm pretty sure we don't need 2. I'm pretty sure we don't need 2 weeks of rest. That sounds like overkill. We already secured 1 week of a bye, which is gonna one week of rest, which is gonna be more than everybody else who's going to the playoffs. So I'm like,
and when you say bye, what does that mean?
Don't even do that.
No, I'm not. I'm saying
you're already thinking about where can we travel?
No, I'm not.
What are you thinking?
I'm not.
What are you thinking?
I'm thinking, are you going to be home more? Because I'll just spend time with you.
You want to spend time with me?
Yeah.
Thank you, honey.
You see how mean he is to me, guys?
No,
Holy
I'm not mean
cow.
to her. I just know how her mind works. You see how she got me? We going to
Disneyland.
Yeah, Disneyland. Yeah, coming up here soon, we're gonna have to be locked in. I'm gonna need you to get your mind right.
Hey, Brad.
I know it's always right, honey.
I'm literally like chained to this house. Okay.
Hey.
Willingly,
it has
nothing to do
about being chained. I'm talking about like just dialed into. Literally, we have about 4 weeks that are dedicated to just straight football.
That's funny because we've had about 6 months that have been just dedicated to football.
You're right.
So I think I'll adjust
double
just
down.
fine.
Double down.
I think I'll be just fine.
Double down for one of these right here.
I think I'll be just fine.
I know you will.
I know.
And I'm just getting you ready.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm pretty sure we play and we have a lot to play for. We have being undefeated in the division back-to-back years to play for.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously we talked about personal achievements that people have to accomplish.
Mm-hmm.
I think and that's all I have to say about that on the matter.
Beautiful. Can't wait. Before we finish up football, we'll talk a little bit about
Go ahead.
something I don't really want to talk about, but we'll talk about it. Bama lost. Bama lost to Oregon, Missouri. It's pregnancy brain. Who did they lose to? It's Missouri.
Listen, she didn't listen to this one in the car. I promise you. We sat there, we watched it. All right, you guys are all listening to this podcast on Tuesday right now, or whatever day you're listening to. We just got done watching it about 5 minutes ago.
This shows you how your mind goes.
They played Michigan.
They
played Michigan, and I know all those states over there are a little confusing.
So confusing.
So,
Brett, I can't remember anything.
I know.
I can't remember. I
know.
They lost, and honestly, it's like it doesn't hurt as much as it has in the past. It's become like the trend with us.
No, don't say that.
I'm just being honest. It is. I mean, it sucks. Like last year, who did we lose to real bad in the I don't even remember.
Yeah, I guess you guys did lose pretty.
Yeah, so it's just like it doesn't hurt as bad as it did last year. That's what I'll say.
Who did you guys lose to?
I don't know.
You guys were in the playoff last year? You guys were in the playoff, right?
I think so.
Maybe you weren't.
Who knows? Wait, maybe we weren't.
Maybe you were. I don't know.
It shows,
All I know is Georgia and TCU were in the championship game.
and we lose to before?
You
Game
may have
before?
lost to
I
Georgia.
think we lost to Georgia that game
You
before.
may have.
Sorry, guys. I'm like, yeah.
But I don't know. I wasn't keeping track last year.
And we lost again. We lost again tonight,
Yep.
and I kind of, like I said, I'm not as hurt by it as I have been in the past because I don't expect us to just go in and, like we used to, just blow everybody out all the time. It's just not where we're at right now as a team. So it's okay,
Get
try,
better luck
try,
next
try
year.
again next year.
Try them again next year.
I'm not gonna dog them out. I'm not gonna say we deserve to win because clearly we didn't. So yeah, roll tide anyways.
Roll Tide anyways. It'll always be Roll
And I
Tide.
hope Texas wins this,
Oh,
and they play the other team.
they're playing Washington right now.
Will they play the other team?
Michigan.
Michigan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Michigan folk gonna come after you, boy. Oh, you remember us now?
I know, right?
We done whooped
Okay.
that tail. Okay. Final regular season. Okay. You know what? We didn't talk about, or something that is interesting to talk about, and this is something I don't know how familiar you are with the playoff, how it's like set up in terms of who gets what slot and like who gets a home field, who gets a home game, who doesn't.
Well,
Wild card teams versus divisional teams.
we're the number 1 seed, so that means that we get to play at home until we make it to the Super Bowl.
Now we have to obviously win each game to make it to the Super Bowl. But
Or
yes,
we're out.
the road to the NFC, to the champion, to the Super Bowl is through San Fran right now.
Okay.
Which means that we get to play at home every game that we play.
That's what I said.
Anyway, so if you didn't win your division, right? Your division is made up of 4 different teams, and there's 4 different divisions in your conference. So we won our division.
Yes.
We're the number 1 seed.
Correct.
Right now, the Lions have secured their division, which is the NFC North.
Okay.
So I'm not sure if they've secured the 2 seed. I don't know. I don't think that's true. They haven't secured. Nobody's secured anything. They've secured their division, so they're in the playoffs. And then who else? The NFC West, or no, we're the NFC West. NFC East is still up for grabs between the Eagles and the Cowboys, and that's decided this next week
To be the number 1 seed of that situation?
to win their division.
Okay.
And then they'll be either a 2 seed or a 3 seed.
Okay.
And then the last one is the NFC South, which those teams have lower records right now. They're all just kind of in the probably like 8-8 range in terms of record, 8-9, 9-8 range. And so theirs is still up for grab next week.
Okay.
So the winner of that division will get a home game to start the playoffs round the following week because they won their division.
Oh.
Even though their record isn't as good as like so what that means is the crazy part about that is so the Eagles and Cowboys are obviously the two of the top teams in our conference.
Yes.
However, one of those teams is obviously not going to win the division, so they're going to be the 5 seed.
And that means what for them?
They have to go on the road and play.
And we did that last year with Philly, right?
No. So we won our division. So we had one home game. Or no, we had 2 home games.
Wow. How do I forget that?
I know it's okay, pregnancy brain and all those sort of things. We had 2 home games. We had one against Seattle.
The only one we had to travel to was Philly.
The only one we had to travel against was Philly.
They were a little bit better.
They were the 1 seed. So they only had to play 2 playoff games. They only play 2 playoff games to make it to the Super Bowl. Okay. We had to play 3 in order to make it to the Super Bowl.
Okay.
That's the importance of the 1 seed is you have to play 1 less game.
Okay.
And you have home field advantage, obviously.
Yes.
All the way through.
But do you think that's a real thing, home field advantage? At the end of the day.
Yeah. For
then
multiple
what happens
reasons.
at the Super Bowl?
Huh?
Nobody has the home field advantage at the Super Bowl.
Some teams, sometimes you do.
How?
Example, LA Rams.
Oh, that did happen. I'm not okay today.
It's okay. It's okay. You're not supposed to know these things.
I'm really not okay.
So, I mean, yeah, home field advantage is a thing. Being comfortable in terms of your routine, and then obviously playing in front of your fans is.
No, I believe in it. I just was wondering.
Yeah.
If you felt that way,
Yeah.
because you're always like, give me the hardest thing ever. I want to Get it out the mud.
Get it out the
I
mud.
want to play anywhere but home.
Anywhere,
Yeah.
anytime, any place.
Yeah.
No,
You like to
I like
play.
home.
Okay, good.
Home in the home Reds. I feel like Superman.
Oh, I love that.
So yeah, I don't even know where I was going with that whole playoff thing. I was trying to basically just describe to you
Yeah.
how there are wild card teams
And what is
that even have like the best of records. So like between the Eagles and the Cowboys,
Mhm.
one of those teams is going to be a wild card team and have to go on the road to play somebody else.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
So there's some dangerous teams out there right now. I mean, the Rams
Oh
just
yeah.
secured a wild card spot,
Mhm.
so they're pretty darn dangerous.
Mhm.
And we play them this week. I think they could go into any place and win. They have everything that you want. They have all the talent, an elite quarterback. Uh, um, and so they're dangerous between the Cowboys and the Eagles. Whoever wins that game, they'll be dangerous. So yeah, we gotta make sure
Everybody's good.
we gotta make sure we're at
I
our
think if you're in
best.
the playoffs, everybody's good.
Yeah,
And then if it kind of just bases off of like who gets a break. I mean, who knows? I don't know.
yeah.
Everybody's good.
There's no 7 game series in the playoffs.
Everybody's good.
You gotta win. You have one game.
Here's a question I have. How many teams make it to the playoffs? There's how many teams in the NFL?
32,
And then how many teams make it to the playoffs?
14.
Okay.
There's 7 on
That's a
the
lot.
there's 7 on the NFC, 7 on the AFC.
Okay. It's a
Gotta win.
long
You gotta win 2
road.
games to get to the Super Bowl as the 1 seed.
Today's episode is brought to you by BetterHelp. BetterHelp, it is an amazing source for therapy around New Year's, around the holidays. A lot of people are looking to, better their health. It can be a hard time for some people. And even if it's not a hard time, it's always good to talk to someone about anything that's going on in your life, good or bad. So therapy helps you find your strengths so you can ditch the extreme resolutions and make things that really stick. I'm really big with setting boundaries. I've kind of taught Fred this. Setting boundaries is a really healthy thing to do in your life, and BetterHelp can help you set those boundaries. If you're thinking of starting therapy, give BetterHelp a try. It's entirely online, designed to be convenient, flexible, and suited to your schedule. Just fill out a brief questionnaire to get matched with a licensed therapist and switch therapists anytime for no additional charge. Celebrate the progress you've already made. Visit betterhealth.com/Warner for 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/Warner for 10% off.
So anyway, enough about football. We have something pretty important to tell the people. I think this is our time
Wait, are we
to
sure?
do it. Oh, we're sure because this is taking way too long. How about you explain to the people why it's taking so long? How about that?
Wait, what do you mean? Oh, like
Like
the
actually telling them the gender.
okay. Okay, so we're gonna be done with football. Then we're gonna take it. If you're listening via Spotify, Apple Podcast, anywhere you find your podcast,
Uh,
we're going to do a little bit of a gender reveal right now for baby Warner,
mhm.
and get excited. This is what you've all been waiting for.
Wow.
I did not specifically on purpose draw this out.
Mhm,
I just we're busy, like you said. We've been locked into football for half a year, and we're only getting in the thick of it more.
mhm.
So yeah, it's just been a lot, and like it's not like on my number one thing on my list. Like I've got a lot of other stuff to take care of.
Yeah.
I obviously so Fred and I found out the gender at 9 weeks. I was so excited. Like a lot of people were like, "Are you sure you want to find out?" And even before we even got pregnant, Fred was asking me, "Would it be a scenario where you'd want to find out at birth?" And I said that was a hard no for me. He said he'd be open to it, but I really don't think. And
Looking back, I don't think I would have been
yeah,
able to make
there's
it.
no way.
I don't think I would have been able to make it.
As our first, there's no way.
Yeah.
So we found out really early with a blood test, and that was just like so fun because you just get to. I mean, of course, I feel connected to this baby, but it's just like it's so much more crazy to like visualize and think of names, and it's just I'm very pro finding out the gender. I don't know if that's bizarre.
It's not actually at all.
Yeah.
Most people do.
Yeah, unless you have like a bunch of kids, and it gets fun because then you're
Mhm.
like,
Hey, let's
what does it matter?
make it a mystery this time.
Yeah. So yeah, we're excited and we Is there anything else you want to say before we do it, or like should we talk about it after?
We could talk a little bit more. This is gonna be a mess. I don't know. She got us these little
Yeah.
the confetti thing.
So I got some
Boy or girl?
poppers, and the dogs are gonna lose it, but we're gonna do it.
This is gonna be such a mess.
I'm so scared.
You gotta do it this way.
Okay.
Like, don't shoot it back this way into the curtains.
Why would I do that?
I
I
don't
don't think
know.
I'm gonna be strong enough to open this. My
Yeah, you
heart's
are.
Wait, my
Your heart's
heart's.
pounding.
No, I feel
Ready?
like. No, Fred, I'm not ready. I'm not ready. I'm not ready.
Don't point it at me.
Wait.
Here we go.
Wait, Fred, I'm not ready. Hold on.
You want me to give you a
My hair looks
countdown?
so long in these. Is it because I'm slouching? Holy cow! Yeah, we're gonna do a
Pregnancy is
countdown
overrated.
like it's
New Year's Eve all
Eve.
over again. Ready?
Okay, ready? Do not shoot at humans or animals. Okay.
3.
Remove cap before.
It's
Okay.
already removed. 3, 2,
No, start 5.
5, 4,
Wait,
3,
no.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Whoa! Yes! Finally!
Oh my god. Wait, that's so crazy.
Blue, are you okay? Don't worry, buddy. You can lay down.
Oh my god.
Lay down. You're all right. Look at Kobe.
Okay, wow.
Yeah, wow. So obviously, this has been quite the secret, especially for myself. Carrying on the Warner name, a boy, man. Not to say that a girl wouldn't have been amazing as well. I was open to either, but having a baby boy to love and care for as my firstborn is
Okay, let me
pretty
just be
exciting.
real. Fred loves to be political. We wanted a boy.
Okay.
We thought about a boy every single time that I visualized. Okay, stop.
Sorry, I need a little space.
Every single time that I visualized myself being a mom, it was. And I don't know if anyone, like any moms out there, can relate, but when I like thought about it in my future, it was always with boys. And I don't know if I'll have boys for the rest of my children or if this will be our only boy. I don't know, but I know for a reason that like my subconscious told me like, oh, it was always boys in the dreams and in the visualizations. It was always a boys.
Mm,
So it's just like it's so meant to be, and it makes me so excited. Like I'm so excited to be a boy mom and do all of the things and be running around 24/7 and the toys and the box cars and the, like football practice, baseball practice, whatever he wants to do. Crazy.
whoa. This is a dream come true for me. I've always wanted to be a dad. I can't wait. This is I literally every day I'm like, is it here yet? Like I wish it was tomorrow.
Like our due date.
Yeah, like I wish it was here already. Every day I say that.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
You don't want to like
Everybody's
I
like, oh my gosh, you're not gonna get any sleep and all the crying and all
I
the
know.
diapers. I'm like, I don't care.
People are so negative about
I
that
don't
kind of.
care.
I know.
But they were like, oh, you don't care now. Wait till it go. All right. I can't wait.
I know. Next year on the pod, we're gonna be like looking
Like,
crazy. Like,
oh God, you were right. You were right. Take them back.
no, it's fine. You have to get through those times to, you have to get through it. They're only a newborn once. They're only a toddler once, and once you get past it, then they're in college and graduating high school, and like you're not gonna remember that time.
Yeah,
So excited.
very.
The secret is out. We're so excited. Baby Warner is a boy.
Now all we need is everyone to be healthy.
Okay, guys, that's it for the Warner House. Thank you so much for being here. We love you so much. We're excited for Sunday. We're excited for the rest of this crazy month of football. Go Niners. Listen to us anywhere you find your podcast, Spotify, Apple, iTunes, all of that. And then, of course, if you want to watch us on YouTube. Also, next week, we'll follow up with some more questions. You can put all of your questions about baby boy Warner in the YouTube comments, and we'll answer anything you have now that the gender is out. We're so excited to talk about it and give you all the deets you need. We love you, and we will see you next week. Bye, guys. Be sure to subscribe anywhere you get your podcasts and to the Warner House on YouTube.